this might just be one of the most Russian things you might see for a while. I mean, do Russians have a fight with a bear? Thought he was a park employee. That's right. Look at him. You want to fight him? Eh? Who's the hardest person you've ever had a fight with? I don't think it was that. That's for bloody sure. Yes. I mean, think about like the craziest thing you ever did when you were drunk. Like, you fighting bears? You want to fight with a fucking bear? And I was just thinking about it. I was like, well, you know, there was a time we were walking around a reservoir in the middle of the countryside, and I said to my mate, I was like, let's go this way, because there's a taxi. We'll get a taxi from the taxi rank. Because in the middle of fucking nowhere, there's no lights. There's no taxi rank. And then I woke up next to a tree covered in sick. And there was another time I was on apparently I was stood on a pool table with a pool cue in my hand, smacking it down, going, where's your power? Where's your power? Hitting people on the heads with it. But that sounds like some absolute pussy boy shit. I mean, I'm embarrassed to tell those stories because they just pale into insignificance. When old Vladimir and Sergey are out there trying to beat up Yogi Bear for his picnic basket, that's fucking mental. It might be the most Russian. It's the only thing that's more Russian than this is fucking poisoning your business rival by slipping plutonium up the vagina of a hooker. That's the only thing more Russian than this. You know, this is what life's all about, isn't it? Yeah, I've never met an animal I didn't like. I can't say the same thing about people. Actress and singer Doris Day. Isn't it great that you can have a Doris Day quote before a story about Russians fighting a bear? What time to be alive. Whenever animals go up against man, usually it's the poor critter who ends up getting the short end of the proverbial stick. Not when it involves bears. I don't even know about bears. But they're fucking like, they're big, they're strong, they're ferocious. Just look at the bear man. You know about the bear man? He named one of his bears Mr. Chocolate. And he got ravaged by Mr. Chocolate, ate him. He fucking killed him. There is audio of it, but I think the audio is fake. I think it's definitely fake, the audio. But it's still pretty harrowing anyway. I mean, the whole thing's harrowing. This douchebag went to live with bears, called one of them Mr. Chocolate. Mr. Chocolate killed him. Anyway, no matter how strong, no matter how aggressive, animals can't outthink their human opponents. So often they end up as glue, as horses do, or as dinner, as cows do. Is this written by a vegan or something? Look, motherfucker. Like, I think you're really being very short-sighted here. There's plenty of dangerous fucking animals out there that'll take us all out. Who do you think you are? Anyway, free contests between man and beast recently have yet again proven the axiom that when the worlds of human and animals collide, the animals wind up hurt, or on the menu, or, in one case, drunk and disorderly. It's a tough, cold world out there. And while these beasts may be high on the food chain in their own world, they don't stand a chance when they try to outwit or outfight their human opponents. In Poland, well, where else? 2 Russian men recently snuck into a national park in the Tatra Mountains and apparently trying to hang on to their hard-earned rubles. Sorry, little fly just landed. Fuck you, little fly. I don't think that's how you spell rubles. I'm sure there's an O in it. They did not pay the ticket fee, according to Tomo News. They mistook an actual bear for a park employee dressed up as a bear. What the fuck? That's just brilliant. That generally tickled me. And attempted to duke it out with the curious Kodak. That says Kodiak. There's some very bad spelling mistakes on this. I can't remember what website this is, but shame on you anyway. Soon the men were cut and bleeding, and this poor Polish poo wound up knocked out and injured. They knocked the bear out? What the fuck? The bear, Samson, don't give bears cute names, was taken to a vet for stitches, and the men were ordered to pay Samson's medical tab. One, trying to defend their idiocy, said they decided to punch him just once so he would keep quiet. The fuck is wrong? No, will you shut up? Shut up and take this picture. No, he's being rude. How much vodka the men had consumed? A bit of a stereotype there, boys. Before the shenanigans was not disclosed, but it's fair to assume it was a considerable amount. Speaking of alcohol, it's not always humans who wreak havoc when booze goes down in vast quantities. The NBC News site, Weird News, tells the story of a bear, yes, a bear, on the other side of the globe in Baker Lake, Washington, who got into the hooch at a campground and made his taste quite clear. He downed 36 cans of Rainier beer, but turned his nose up at Busch. Never heard of either of those. One of the best-selling beers in America. Why not heard of it? There's no accounting for ursine tastes. Wildlife staff at the park sent it scurrying, and the buzzed bear went to sleep it off in a nearby tree. Apparently, however, it didn't get the message that it was back the following day for more of the golden liquid. This sealed its fate, and the staff were soon back with a humane trap and the usual bait that makes a bear go weak at the knees. Donuts soaked in honey. What, not a picnic basket? For the discerning guy. 2 open cans of Rainier beer. Or is it Rainier beer? I don't fucking care. This was enough to lure the hungover... they're not paying me. Hungover beast into the trap. Wildlife Enforcement Officer Sergeant Bill Hink said he was mystified by the bear's obvious preference for one lager over the other. Why would you be mystified over something with taste buds? They're animals. They should eat whatever, drink whatever they want. This is a new one on me, he told NBC News. I've known them to get into cans, but nothing like this. And it definitely had a preference. Who knew that bears preferred one beer over another, or that they liked beer at all? Whatever happened to good old-fashioned honey? Daily Mail shares a more tragic story, which also occurred in Poland, this time on a farm, where an animal made a break for freedom as if it knew it was destined to end up as dinner or dog food. And on the on the lamb cow of the breed Limousine. What? On the lamb cow? I don't know what this thing's going on about after. Limousine became something of a celebrity when she made a dash for freedom by breaking through a metal fence. Men were trying to herd her onto a truck to take her to the slaughterhouse, but she wasn't having it and bolted. Her captors were hot on her trail, so she swam to a nearby island, where more than a week elapsed while the team tried to corral her, all to no avail. Or is it corral her? I think it's corral. Right. Cows can fucking swim? Finally, the farmer whom she belonged to decided to have her tranquilized, but the vet couldn't get close enough to the skittish animal to land the dart. A local politician, Pavel Kukits, took up the cause and launched a social media campaign to gain support for keeping the cow alive. Though not a vegetarian, he said he respected the animal's desperate bid for life and wanted to see her graze freely and grow old. What's wrong with these people? I don't think you think cows are that sentient that they think they're that intelligent that they know they're about to die. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. Fuck knows. He offered to take on the expense of feeding her and keeping her safe, but alas, when she was finally herded into the truck and bound for the farm, she died. No word was given whether the bovine died of exhaustion or a broken heart at losing her freedom. You just don't know, do you, with cows? Did you die of exhaustion or was it a broken heart? I mean, wonder how many cows die of broken hearts. I wonder. Maybe someone could do a study into it and share the results. These are just a few examples of what can happen when the wishes of animals and men collide. Scenarios can play out in a humorous or tragic way, depending invariably on the hearts of the men involved. One thing is certain, however, because the animals can't outwit their human opponents, they rarely end up on the winning side of the bargain. What the fuck are you on about? Shut up. Lions kill motherfuckers, bears kill motherfuckers, hippos kill motherfuckers, alligators, crocodiles. Did you want me to go on about animals, like, you know, genuinely winning? Like, depending very... I mean, the fact that 2 drunk Russians went into a national park and punched a bear unconscious is just unfathomable. That is like, what? How the fuck are you still alive? And how did you knock out a bear? Have you totally missed? I've never read anything where someone's totally missed the real story. It's like 2 Russians, drunk as fuck, had a fight with a fucking bear and knocked it out. That's the story. But your story is like, oh, the bear was knocked unconscious and had some stitches. It's like, well, bloody hell, fuck me. Gee, what? You mad? You dizzy? What? He had a fight with a bear and they didn't die. And they paid the medical bills. How can you... It's astonishing how people can just walk through life and just totally miss the point of things. You know. You know, it's like, oh, don't rape her. Why? Oh, because you get 10 years in prison. Apart from, you know, just don't rape someone. Oh, I didn't think about the moral implications of it. Fancy that. Good point there. Didn't think about that. Amazing. Let's just reiterate it. Let's do it. I reiterate it. 2 drunk Russians had a fight with a bear. One of them punched the bear because it was being noisy, and knocked the bear out, and the Russians are still alive. And you didn't pick up on that. That thing. Look at that. You punched that in the face. Look at his fucking hands. His hands is bigger than my fucking leg. You punched that in the face. And you came off. It came off worse. You had a fight with that thing and you were drunk and you fought that thing and it came off worse. You're alive? The fuck? How did you miss that? Who wrote this? Doug Williams. Doug, what is wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you? God. Doug.